Buddy, I ain't made. I don't need a conversation. Let me get paid.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go down. And on the hill, the lefty, Max Fried. And he comes in off a really nice season on the hill, Chris.
An ERA in the low twos last year. So consistent, so dependable. Talk about a skipper who's got a guy like that that's going to go out there and not just keep them in the ball game, but really give them an opportunity to win a ball game, even if it's a low-scoring day for the offense. That's who he was last season. And if he's even close to that this year, I think they'll be really happy with his performance.
That missed inside. Now 1-2. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Murphy hauls it in for the out, and there's one down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Down to the 8th spot, a guy that's trying to get back on track at the plate, Mauricio Dubon.
Well, he's a guy they want to rely on to drive in runs, but he's just truly been having struggles hitting with runners in scoring position this season. And it can get in a guy's head when you're not coming through for the team. All of a sudden, you're gripping the bat so much tighter. You're grinding, sawdust coming out. You're tense. Your swing gets long because you're not recognizing pitches and you're committing too soon. With that said, he's got to find a way to slow the ball game down, just get the bat to the baseball and see if he can find a hole. That'll probably break him out.
And it's even up. Max said he's not sure who actually started at first, but it was 2019, and he and Giolito, who were teammates together in high school in Los Angeles, they had the idea to become more familiar with the opposing lineup using MLB The Show. That hits the dirt. 2-2. Next pitch is inside. 3-2 now. That one to first. Oh, he gloves it. Nicely done for the out.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
Back here in Atlanta, and towing the slab here, Framber Valdez. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to make.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Orlando Arcia.
Well, he's been incredible recently, Boog. Last month, his on-base percentage was over 500. It's just ridiculous, man. I don't think my on-base percentage was ever 500 in a month. This guy's so disciplined as a hitter. It leads him to finding good pitches to hit, and he's got the patience to just take a walk as well.
Matt Olson in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Now a check swing, but he held up.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
That's in for a strike.
Well, a good breaking ball like that can buckle the hitter, and by the time you realize it's going to be in the strike zone, it's too late to pull the trigger.
And he grounds one to the right side. Now Tuve handles it, slings to first, and Olson is set down.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Here's Austin Riley. The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. And the first pitch misses for ball one. He's a good high school football player, Austin Riley, but you look at the build, you think quarterback, think maybe even linebacker. No, he's a punter. And here it comes. And a foul ball. The pitch. That's in there. And it's 1-2. In the air, center field. McCormick has it sized up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back. Top of the second. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Fried back to work. That's through there for a strike. Fried, a former Gold Glove winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
In the dirt. Throws to first. One up, one down.
We see a lot of pitchers working the upper part of the zone these days, especially late in the count. But here, he goes high and hard twice to start the at-bat. At that point, it's really tough to have any idea what's coming next if you're in the box. Makes you very vulnerable to a good breaking ball like that down below the zone.
Next one is off the plate, and it's 1-1. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Next pitch is popped up. And he makes the catch. 2 away now. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Jeremy Pena stands in now and watches strike one. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Nothing doing there for Houston. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at Truist Park, and now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. First pitch is in the dirt. Good eye right there.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Gathers and throws to first. One up, one down. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. There's a strike. Now one missed.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Left-hand batter waits and delivers outside. 3-2 now. No score here in the second. That one lifted to left. Alvarez in position. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Sean Murphy.
The catcher, Sean Murphy.
First offering misses the mark. Lifted in the air, right center field. Tucker should have it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's welcome back. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Now the third baseman, Alex Bregman. And there's a strike. Singy, this guy was a shortstop most of his life. He's transitioned very nicely to third base. and the power has come at the major league level. And that one fouled off.
Yeah, and one thing, even though we don't see a whole lot of bunting these days, I've always been impressed with how he's been able to make that play up the third base line and throw firm to first to get the out.
And he deals.
Ball 2. 2-2 to count.
Comes a 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Kicks and deals. Ground ball, Austin Riley. Over to first, and they get Bregman for the out. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Pitch is in there. That's strike one. Dubon starting as the designated hitter in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. The 0-2. In the dirt. Gets it to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
There's a strike. Some background on Max Fried. He grew up in Los Angeles. He pitched his high school ball at Harvard Westlake, and he was teammates there with Jack Flaherty and Lucas Giolito. Check swing, no appeal. 3-1 now. Fried in high school wore number 32 because he loved Sandy Koufax. And it's filled up. And the pitch. He goes down looking. 1-2-3 go the Astros, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at the ballpark, here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Valdez back to work. Ball one there. Albies, 26 years old, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. Next offering is in for a strike. Out to short, Pena over to pick it up. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Here's Marcell Ozuna. One home run shy of 200 for his career. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And it's a one-out double for the first hit of the game.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Orlando Arcia. 0 for 4 in the win last night. Misses outside. Ball one. Arcia measures 6 feet even, 185 pounds, and he's been wearing out home plate lately. He scored 10 times in the last 10 games. Ozuna leads off second with one gone in the inning. Next pitch in the dirt. 2-2. Next offering is fouled back. That's ripped. Base hit. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with one away. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Grounded to third, could be two. Bregman to second, double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Back here. Out of